This is going to be good. So this video is sponsored by Samsonas. Samsonas Motorsport are based in Lithuania. This is where their main production, and they are renowned for their sequential gearboxes and suspension, but less people know about their suspension. And in this box I have a custom 3-way set, rally derived, for the Clio. Let's have a look what's inside. This is not really an unboxing video, I just want to show you what we have. Oh. So we have 2 sets of dampers, one for the front, one for the rear. This has been a long time in the making. I met the guys first time at Cologne in Germany about a year and a half ago, and we started talking, and they seem to like what I do, so they decided to partner with me, and we decided to make this custom suspension set for the Clio Mark II, Phase 2 or Phase 1, Mark 1721A2, because currently the only sort of available on the market is AST 3-way suspension. It is expensive. This is not cheap as well, but I wanted something a little bit extra spicy, so to speak. So I was very happy with this AST suspension, to be honest with you, but because, you know, Samsonas, I just wanted to be different as always. Anyway, so they produced me this amazing custom set. Those are rear shock absorbers. They're 3-way adjustable. Like I said, you have high speed, low speed rebound and normal damping. So there is one adjustment here, 2 adjustments here with remote reservoir. This is the set for the rear. And this, as far as I remember, is basically your standard Clio fitment. You have your normal bush, and then it goes into the top mount, and this one basically bolts on. This one, however, the front, is a little bit more tricky because I am running Laguna hubs on my Clio, and the top, I used to have top mounts like these. These are EP3 caster and camber adjustable. So Samsonas made me complete bespoke set. So basically the mounting holes are for Laguna, they're 65 millimeters. So if you want one for your Clio, I'm sure this is not a major work. They will just make you 60 or 54 or whatever the spacing is. Those are just the plates, similar to what you can buy from Pure Motorsport and well to your normal shocks. And the top is integrated camber and caster top plate. There is the same bolt spacing as the EP3, so it literally just bolt onto my car, and you have the remote reservoir that you sort of mount somewhere on the inside. Again, 3-way adjustable. You have, where is the another adjustment? Can never see it. Anyways, I think oh yeah, there's one. There's 2 here, and then there is one on the bottom, as you can see. So this is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Samsonas. Guys, go check it out. Obviously, their gearboxes are renowned, and you know, everyone uses them around the world. America, even Russia, Japan, you know, all the really high-speed drift boys absolutely love them. They have a universal one. They have a lot of gearboxes already for specific cars, and they already have a lot of suspension for specific cars, Porsche, BMWs, GI Yaris, and now they would have Clio if you want one. So the plan is to fit it to the Clio, obviously, but I'll need to modify some things on the back because this is slightly thicker, it's a bigger spring. It's tight in there, and I'm not feeling comfortable that being so tight. It doesn't touch, it clears, but I just want to make a little bit more space plus weight saving. So we're going to notch and cut and introduce a little bit of carbon. All right, so let's go and fit this set onto the car, and I'll show you how it looks when it's fitted. Ta-da! So this is how the front fits, absolutely perfect as expected, and I made those bolts before. They are basically, you have your camber adjustment on the strut itself. This is similar plate to what I had on my previous ASTs, and this sort of concentric ball that I made when I made a video about that amazing helmet power weld basically goes in there, and it, by screwing it left or right, you can adjust camber there. So the top plate sits like this, and the reservoir is from the top. I'm not sure where to mount it first. You probably eagle-eyed people notice there is no engine yet. We got no windows. The engine will be inside. We're doing this season. As soon as the engine is inside, all the components are inside, I'll be able to find where to sit it, but theoretically it can literally just sit somewhere like this on the roll cage tube. It comes with little rubber sort of mounting feet that I can epoxy onto the thing, and then it will just sit with a little Jubilee clip, whatnot. So very happy how the front fits. There is absolutely no problem with the front. With the rear, however, and here is the rear fitted, and in all honesty, I don't think I even need to modify anything. It's close, but it's not touching. So maybe we'll run it like this and see what happens. Hopefully it's not going to foul on the chassis. If it does, I'll be able to tell and I will be able to modify it accordingly. But so far, it fits absolutely fine, stock, like I said, and I honestly thought that I was gonna have to modify it, but I don't have to modify it. Now, all I have to do is put the wheels on, put it on the ground, and see what it does compression-wise, because obviously it's height adjustable, as you would expect from coilovers, and this is how they basically came, so of course it's not adjusted, so I would have to adjust the height even as a base and see where the front and the rear sort of sits wise. It's slightly harder spring rates than last year, just because I'm planning and I have quite a bit of aero and I don't want it to compress as much at higher speed. So they're slightly harder all the way around, but still the same ratio as before. And of course it comes with a full setup sheet. This is standard from Samsonas for their suspension, I presume. So as you can see, RWF Productions, Renault Clio, tarmac spec, and we have all the settings and where to adjust and all the presets. As you can see, that has been sort of set. I haven't played with the suspension yet. It's literally how it came out of the box, and it's all to do with testing. Anyways, I'm extremely happy. One more time, Samsonas, thank you so much for coming on board, supporting the building the fastest, and building me this ultimate, I want to say ultimate suspension kit. Cannot wait to go out and test it. And as always, guys, like it, go and check out Samsonas. Follow them on Instagram. They have some really good stuff. They go rallies all the time.
12 o'clock midnight.
And we are on the ground. Love it. Even with the standard settings, whatever Samsonas sent me, it sits okay. Yes, it's a little bit too low. I would need to raise it, but it actually rolls. Look. Goes back and forth, so nothing is touching, but we need to raise the rear because it's on the thing, and the front. Plenty of room between the wheel and the shock. Let's not break everything. And yeah, the rear suspension seems to be working absolutely fine. The anti-roll bar compresses how it should be. I mean, obviously it's too low right now, but we need to raise it all up. Anyways, I'm extremely happy. The whole suspension is fitted, just needs raising up and adjusting everything. But now we can move on to the next massive bit, the engine. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.